Thank you for being here. Welcome to your mat today. We are going to do a short practice that is all about releasing. All right, so no matter what the movement is, the entire focus as you practice today, I want you to use the practice to help you release whatever it is that you might be holding on to. All right, so find a nice, easy seat. No props needed, but of course, bring them in if you like them, enjoy them, or have them handy. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. There's an author named Adyashanti that says the paradox is that when resistance is fully accepted, the resistance disappears. And as you contemplate, as the resistance is fully accepted, the resistance disappears. One of the major obstacles to renewing our mind is our resistance. It's our resistance to the moment. It's our expectations of what we thought was going to happen or we thought would be not lining up with what is actually happening in the moment. And we create all this resistance. So we're going to start with a box breath, a beautiful breath to help us start to calm the nervous system. We inhale for a count of 4. We hold the breath for a count of 4. If you can hold that long, we exhale for 4 and we hold it out for 4. Okay? If it becomes too much at any point, as always, just breathe normally. So let's inhale, 3, 2, 1, and then hold, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Inhale, hold, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Hold it out if you can. 3, 2, 1. Couple more. Fold your hands together in front of your heart. Resistance is an interesting thing. I feel like we do it partly to protect ourselves and partly because we're trying to control something that we don't have control over. Take a moment and set an intention. If nothing comes to you, we are together in that we will collectively set the intention to release what we consciously want to, but also to release maybe what we don't even know that we are holding on to release that as well, to be open to releasing that as well. And release your chin to your chest. Take your hands to your legs. Inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Let's switch the cross of our legs. I want you to take your left forearm and kind of brace it against the front of your shin and reach your right arm up to the sky. Now remember, every movement today, as best you can, you're going to put your attention on doing the movement to help you release. So cactus your arm as you breathe in and push that bottom arm a little bit to help you twist and open. And then exhale, bow and reach the fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, open, you can cactus the arm. And then exhale. If you don't want to reach the floor, you might find you get a bigger stretch, just almost more arching your body like a rainbow and reaching the fingertips away from you. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in and of itself, inhale. Excellent way to practice releasing. Exhale. Inhale, bring the elbow up And then exhale, take that right hand behind you. Keep both sitting bones down and just lean kind of back on the diagonal. Open up the chest. Good. Inhale, come up. And now sweep that left hand behind you. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, turn your torso to the left. Keep the right hand on the right knee. Reach your left arm up and over to the right and use that right arm or that left knee kind of pushing down against that right hand to help stabilize you. Release. Even just saying to yourself the word release can be helpful. Very good. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Second side, right hand down. Now, if you want to switch the cross of the legs again so you can feel like you did both shins in front, you sure can, or just keep it the same. Left arm reaches up. Push that right arm against your right shin, and then cactus your arm. Breathe in. Take the head of the shoulder back, and then rainbow your ribs. Reach your fingertips and bow a bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Take this hand, left hand behind you. Reach up. Lean back. I like to bend that back elbow just a little bit, kind of going on the diagonal. And then inhale, come up. And now we twist. Right hand behind us, left hand to right knee, sitting tall. Exhale, turn the belly. Inhale. So it really doesn't matter even what movements we do today. Bring your torso back around. Keep the left hand on the right leg and reach your right arm over. It's really all about releasing. So even if we're doing something more challenging, you think in this moment as I'm feeling challenged, how can I still be in a practice today of where I'm releasing? Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, let's come around tabletop position. Good. Align your knees so they're under your hips. And you're going to take your gaze and just look over your right shoulder as you exhale towards your right foot. And inhale, come back to center. And do the same side. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Same side. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Good. You're going to come down, sitting onto this outer right hip. You can bring your right forearm down and take your left hand to your hip. You're going to keep the inner feet glued together. And we're going to do some clamshells. And as we do them, what I want you to be mindful of as you lift your hips, that you don't turn your whole torso up and let that knee go super high. I want you to keep these frontal hip points facing forward as you come up, which means the knee will not open quite as much. And then you lower, you release, okay? Now you could take the top hand behind the head. Some days I just like to have a little pressure there, so I make the bottom side of the leg work just a little bit. But if it feels better for you, you can put the hand behind the head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more. Breathe in and lower. One more time. Breathe in and lower. Very good. Now inhale, slowly come up and just switch yourself around or just turn around on your mat. I'm going to stay facing you, so I'm going to go this way. Hand to the hip or hand behind the head. Glue your inner edges of your feet together and inhale, lift. And again, it's so easy to just turn your whole pelvis and hips up to the sky. Keep your hips pointing forward and just lift the knee as high as it'll go doing that position, keeping the frontal hip points pointing forward. So lift and lower. Lift, exhale. It's a breathing practice. Breathe in. Let it go. Try not to just drop down. Control the movement. Lift, lower. 2 more. Breathe in. You got this. Lower. Hello, hips. Lift and lower. Very good. All right. Come around to the top of your mat. Tuck your toes. And let's go up and back. Downward facing dog. Spin your right heel down like you're doing a warrior 1. Bend your left knee and then tip your left knee to the right, getting a nice stretch through that outer right hip. Push down and forward with your hands. Stretch up and back through your hips. Good. And then come back to center. Left heel down, right knee bends and twist. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, tip forward towards the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in. Exhale, fold forward and bow. Relax your head and neck. So we think about what holds resistance. If you want to take ragdoll, you hold in opposite biceps, or if it's better, fingertips on the floor. What makes us hold on to resistance, right? And that ego, it has kind of a twofold agenda to get as much pleasure as possible and to diminish as much pain as possible. That's why it's sometimes so easy to just sort of stay comfortable, right? To just let things stay fine. So just noticing these patterns. Let your hands come back to the floor. Let your hands come back to the floor. And the problem with this agenda, inhale half high, is that the ego judges the present moment, exhale fold, by referring to the past instead of being in the present moment. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise. Come all the way up. And hands to your heart. Exhale. So we're going to start with a lunge. Remember, the movements are just to help you release. Breathe in. Reach up. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Let's step our right leg back into a lunge. Back knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift your back knee up. Breathe in. And then straighten the front leg a little or a lot. Exhale and fold. Long pyramid pose. Inhale, lunge. Lift your chest now. Let the hips come down a little. Exhale, step back to dog. Lift your right leg up. Breathe in. Step your right foot forward. Breathe out. Take your back knee down to the floor. Inhale. Arms reach up. Exhale. Hands release to the floor. Lift your back knee. Inhale. Straighten that front leg. Fold. Exhale. Bend that front knee. Sink a little deeper with the hips as you gaze forward. Inhale. Push off that back leg. Step forward. Exhale. Reverse your swan dive. Breathe in. Fold back down. Exhale all the way to the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Back knee goes down to the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms reach up. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift your back knee up. Now inhale, low lunge twist. Reach your right arm to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, top hand down, straighten your front leg. Inhale, bend back into that lunge, little deeper, look forward. Plant your hands, exhale, step back, down dog. Left leg up, breathe in. Left foot forward and through. Back knee down, inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground, back knee lifts. Right hand down, inhale, left arm up. Low lunge twist. Exhale, left hand down, straighten that front leg a little or a lot. Bend into your lunge. Inhale, gaze forward, draw the shoulders out of the ears. Push off that back leg and exhale, step forward. Release. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, sink into chair. Cactus your arms, breathe in. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Exhale, breathe out. kind of bringing them back. Inhale. Exhale, reach them forward, sink a little deeper. Good. You can still release here. Inhale, shoulders on the back, draw the belly in. Exhale. Now you're going to push to stand, bring your palms together, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back and your left foot back into a plank. Pause in your plank. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck your toes. Stretch your fingers back alongside your legs. Turn your palms down. Lift your legs and lift your chest. Lift your head up. Keep the fingertips down. And gaze down the tip of the nose. Lift your shoulder heads a little higher. And now start to squeeze your legs together if they'll go a little closer. Take another breath. And bring your hands by your rib cage. Tuck your toes. You can push up through plank or through tabletop. Some of you get a release here, right? You're really finding your inner strength, your inner power. And then back to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Take your heels to the right. Inhale. Keep stretching up and back. So both heels windshield wipering to the right. Stretch up and back through your hips. And then we all come forward, plank. And now we're going to take heels left, coming to side plank. Now you can keep them one in front of the other, or you can stack them. Release. Find your breath here, even in the hard. Every day we get stronger. And stronger doesn't mean that we can do more necessarily, okay? We can get stronger through the mind. Take another breath and take your top hand down. Plank pose. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Feet are still hip width. Inhale. Take your heels to the left. Push up and back. So you're really pushing up and back. Stretching through the outer right waistline. Might feel stretch into the outer seam of maybe the left, right leg. Mine, I feel more in my left. We're going to come forward to plank. Breathe in, heels over the balls of the feet. And now we're going to take our heels to the right. Side plank on your right hand. You can stack your hands, push into the earth, hug the right shoulder blade in towards the spine, and let it move down the back. Remember that you are strong. Release the constant just chatter of self-destruction inside the mind, right? That can happen too often sometimes. Let's take plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Take your right leg up into the air. Inhale. And let's step right foot forward in between the hands. Let's come up to a reverse warrior. Inhale. Cartwheel the arms around. Reach this right arm back. Breathe in. Now you're going to come to side angle at the back of your mat. Your arm is almost going to stay the same. Your front foot's going to turn. Your back foot's going to turn. Left forearm on the thigh, and see that arm? It's right there. Good. We're going to try it a couple times. Reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Side angle back to the front. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Side angle to the back. Breathe out. One more time. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. It's about releasing, right? Exhale. Now stay here. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Triangle. Right hand to your shin, the block or the floor, left arm to the sky. Take another breath. Squeeze your feet. Inhale, rise up. Goddess stance, heels in, toes out. Hands to your thighs. Let your shoulders come toward your ears. Dip your right shoulder to the center. Twist to the left. Inhale. Left shoulder dips, twist to the right. One more. Twist. Last time on the left. Dip. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn your hands back towards your front foot. Step your front foot back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog, cobra. And down dog. Exhale. Left leg rises. Breathe in, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forward and through, in between your hands, back heel down. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Now you're going to the back of your mat, side angle, left foot turns, right foot turns, forearm to thigh or hand to the floor. Reverse, breathe in. Exhale, turn your feet, breathe out. Reverse, breathe in. Exhale to the back, side angle, breathe out. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. This time stay here, reverse, inhale. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, exhale. Left hand down, right arm up to the sky. Soften these top ribs. Move your left hip crease back as you push into that back foot and carve the outer left seat under. Turn the belly, start to look up. Good, and then pull in to the midline. All 10 toes now, facing the long edge of your mat. Clasp your hands behind your back, lift your chest. Straddle forward fold, exhale. If it's too much with your hands clasped, you can totally take them to the floor. Relax your head and neck. Hands to the ground, breathe in, inhale. Good, now I want you to just heel toe your feet in. Come to Malasana, exhale. Good, hands to prayer at the heart. Take a breath here, we're just here one breath. And then we're coming down to seated, exhale. All right, soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. And I want you to take your feet out a little bit more so you have a diamond shape in the legs. Now, if you had a block, this would be a good spot. You could put it the highest height right against your feet. And we're going to start to fold, and then maybe your forehead can connect to the block. If you're more open here, you might bring your forehead right into the arches of your feet, or you could stack your fists. If you need any support for those knees, put a block under each side or a blanket under there. And now as you exhale, really just invite that one word in, just release. When we aren't accepting of the moment, we make it almost impossible to really live in the present moment. Because we're filtering, again, everything through our own expectations of how someone or how something should be. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Take your hands outside your knees. Gently bring the knees together. Separate your feet about hip width. And let's do a figure 4. Right ankle. See if you can bring your ankle bone just outside that knee. Lift your chest up. And very slowly, as you exhale, you're going to just tip your right foot to the left. And as you do, just a little twist of your torso to the right. I want both sit bones to stay down here, so you don't need to go very far. Inhale. Exhale. Breath by breath, we release. One more. Tip. Inhale, center. Good. Exhale, extend this leg out and let the sole of your right foot come to the inner thigh. Again, pad your knee out here if you need it. Inhale, arms up. It's more like a tree shape here. And exhale, fold, clasping your hands around that foot, forehead towards knee. Feel the steady stream of your breath. Creating a powerful ecosystem as you connect into the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and restore. Now lift up part way and reach your opposite hand towards your outer foot. Start to turn your torso. I like to put my left hand kind of right by my hip crease. Turn the torso to the left. So for some of you, you might going to feel a mild or maybe a major sensation going through the outer left leg here. Very well. Good. Come up. Very well. My British, I'm very well. Very good. Actually, we have one gal that has a really good accent on here. All right, let's switch sides. Feet to the floor. You know who you are. Feet to the floor. Let's see, which way did we go? Left ankle. Lift your chest. Exhale, little tips. Tip your legs to the right only enough until you don't want that sit bone lifting, the left one, and then back to center. Just do to the point where you feel it's about to. Exhale, twist. Once more. Center. Extend that right leg out. Gently take your left ankle off. Inhale, arms up. Flex your right foot. Exhale, fold. Allow yourself to get quiet. Start to come up, taking that right hand to right thigh or even off to the right here. Left hand, you might grab the outer calf if you can reach the foot. You could also use a strap here. Lift your chest, get nice and tall, and then turning your torso to the right. Push through your big toe mound a little more. That might light up the outer leg just a little bit more. And really pull on this pinky, the outer side of your foot. Inhale. Come back up. Very good. And let's come on to the back. Exhale. Knees to chest. Rocking out side to side. Right knee to chest. Breathe in. Right foot to the top of your left thigh. Take your right arm out like a T. Left hand holding the outer right leg. Nice simple twist. Some days I like to reach my right arm over my head and I just, it feels a little deeper into that side body. If that feels good for you, take it up over the head as well. And then we're going to come back to center. As we do, we're going to draw that left knee behind the right leg into a Supta Gomukhasana, holding the outer edges of the feet, or you can hold from the inner heels. If that's too much, you can hold the top of the shins. Open up those feet as much as your outer hips will allow and start to draw your feet towards the floor and towards your shoulders. Mentally release your sitting bones towards the floor. And let go of those feet as you unwind the legs. Keep that left leg in and extend the right heel to the floor. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, sole of your left foot on top of right thigh, and either left arm is opening up into a T, or I'm going to take mine overhead, twist. As you exhale, the contents of the organs, let them release and feel as though they're twisting to the left as your leg is going right. And then back to center. Now it's your right knee is going to draw up. It slides right behind the left leg into Gomukhasana, grabbing the outer edges of your feet or the heels. Draw your chin down a little bit if you can. Keep your forehead and your chin level. And unwind into happy baby. Open up your feet. Hold the outer edges of your feet with your hands and let your arms be on the insides of your legs. If that's too much, you can take a reclined frog where you let the heels come down and grab the shins and arms are on the insides of the legs, and that sometimes is a little more accessible than happy baby. And I actually feel a deeper stretch myself in the groin, so maybe you give it a try. And then slowly bring the legs back together. Set the feet to the floor. Extend one leg. Extend the other. Turn the palms up and let your eyes close. Let's take a minute or two where we practice truly releasing. Start to move your fingers and toes. Stay longer if you have more time. Stretch your arms over your head. Take a big full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, feet to the floor. Let's roll to our right side. Push into that left hand. Inhale, bring your body back upright. Hands together at your heart space. The paradox is that when resistance is fully accepted, the resistance disappears. Begin to watch as you leave your mat, just noticing where you hold resistance and how you hold that resistance. And if you can just sometimes meet it and stay with it and make the space, you'll start to see it begins to dissolve on its own. As you draw thumbs up to third eye, thank you. Thank you for being here, for taking this time for yourself and being on your mat. I am so glad we are together. Namaste.